Hello, hello, people of the internet. It's your boy Skinny Penis with the long overdue video gameplay of San Martin. Ignore that my game is on French, by the way. Yeah, San Martin, the new cruiser on the block, the new punching bag for battleships has arrived. Not really much to say. It's a shittier version of a Raider Minotaur. The only, let's say, funny gimmick it has is obviously the heal. With the F key coupled, like your heal, like that's the special thing about the ship is the heal heals most of the penetration damage or citadel damage. Also means torpedo damage, because torp damage on your torp belt counts as citadel damage. So all of the shit is more healable, meaning you get 3-4 heals off, you can chain heal a lot of HP. So the only thing you kind of have to dodge is getting one shot by torps or one shot by a battleship. Like, obviously if you're dead you can't use your heal anymore. But yeah. Otherwise it's AP only. The AP is kind of performing the same as Minnow, apart from the fact that it doesn't have improved fuse. It has improved pen angle. It has, I think, probably better arcs from what it looks like. But, yeah. Other than that, since you lack the improved fuse, you have the issue that oh, RA spec coming in clutch. Nice. Ah, nice. I turned fully into it. That was a bit dumb. Ah, now I could make lots of those torps not arm. Anyways, he's not eating a single smoke cloud. The fuse isn't improved, which means you are less likely to penetrate, like actually arm and get penetrations, full penetrations on destroyers. They have to angle in very specific ways for you to get your AP to arm, which is obviously a problem. In general, like Raider Minnow can slap destroyers at most angles, only if they fully angle, you're like not getting any damage anymore. But if they're flat broadside, you really smash them, and the ship here, flat broadside on destroyers only gets overpens. Other than this, you get a Raider, 9 km, it's okay-ish. It's still, I mean, it immediately makes the ship better than shit like Yodo, or, yeah, I don't know, probably even Yinan. Like, you definitely have more game impact. You choose to go Hydro Radar, you have lots of utility with good concealment. The problem is you're not really like the damage machine yourself. It also gets ASW planes, which is pretty good, because obviously we all know how well cruisers perform without ASW planes. Sadly I had to turn out now because of the planes and go back to the position I wanted to go to. I have an AA spec, but we will go over that in a second, because I don't really see any sort of use for this ship apart from playing kind of a utility platform for your team. I'll just chance it on Kunming Torps here now, but I don't think there's anything like that. He doesn't really have a torpedo angle. Oh, there you go. He actually pre-torped this shit, that's crazy. Oh, wait a second. Probably didn't torp reload boost here, did he? I mean, I can keep the cap against him, but I can't really cap myself. Sadly, none of the destroyers are really going for it. Yeah, the Georgia is shooting me, that's a bit of a problem. We're dodging this, I think, handsomely. Nope, we're getting the one-shell citadel treatment. We can't go dark because of a funny carrier. Actually having a little bit of an issue here, we gotta really stay alive. Gotta get the F key procced fast, because the thing is, if you don't have the F key on this ship, Like you gotta search for a target, even if you deal 0 damage to it. You gotta search for a target where you can consistently deal damage and shoot it. If you don't have that in this ship, you're actually shit out of luck. Because the fucking F key, if it's not on, you have the extreme long reload of more than 2 minutes on the... Now I'm currently like having this AA skill on, which means I'm getting actually less reload on the heal. But that shit's gonna wear off the moment the planes fuck off. I mean, to be honest, in this kind of situation, it's actually good. Like, it's actually good that the carrier goes for me, because I take a lot of shit from my team, and it's a good way to find like purpose for this cruiser, because otherwise you're not really dealing the damage that you should be. You also have to remember that specifically super battleships, for example, are something that you really scale horrible against. Because in order to fuck super battleships effectively, you kind of need scalable damage too, which means fires. And you don't have those with San Martin. Neither do you have the crazy crack DPM of a Minotaur. Obviously, more efficient against. How do I get full penetrations, but it's like 0 damage? Weird. Yeah. It's a weird cruiser. In the beginning I thought it's pretty fun because it's something new, but the more you play it, the more boring it becomes really fast, because you just feel like you're another cruiser that can't really impact the game. Turbo effective. You could see though with the torpedoes that hit me earlier here, and the citadel damage and shit anyways, I can still heal like a lot of HP back. Like, obviously that's the gimmick of the entire ship. That's what it's balanced around. In this game, I have nothing to shoot. Enemy battleships are just inting. 5 of them already dead. This game, is it going to be 0 damage? Oh, wait. Okay, I can radar him, but I can't shoot him. That is stupid. I thought he would be closer or coming in maybe. We'll make him go behind the rock. Gotta be careful about torpedoes now. Actually, I went through an entire reload. A full reload of the heals. That's the thing, like these things reload, yeah. It's like nearly 3 minutes. It's a 3-minute base. I use the flag. It's the same for radar and def A. The reload on those is longer than usual, because you're supposed to just reduce it with the F key. So, as said, like, you have to search yourself a target, angled or not, damage or not, you don't really care. You gotta get your F key procced on purpose. Like, even if it's a nose in Kreml, essentially, with, you know, like nose in Kreml, 0 damage, Petro nose in, whatever, Moscow nose in, it doesn't really matter. You want that F key, so, I'm dead. GG's. Ship's fucking tragic. En combattre. We can go in the spec real quick. Wait, put back to board. Quickly go into the spec. Obviously, my lack of hydro is a disaster against Kunming. The moment you have hydro, Kunming is not a problem. The moment you don't have hydro, Kunming is a disaster. So that's kind of fucked. He torped the battleship behind me. I use a AA spec because obviously you could go for like you could drop the AA skills and this and go for like superintendent, so you have 5 heals, you can cockroach heal the entire game, and top grade gunner. The question is just like, when are you really using top grade gunner? I don't know. You're not like really close to enemies that often. Problem with the ship is being that it's like, it has obviously 0 armor too. Get radar mod, the rest of the modules is always the same. We're running reload, range is probably big time meme on this one. And yeah, the problem on this ship, again, is that it's kind of a booster hull, meaning you have 0 armor. So while the cockroach heal or the gimmick itself keeps you alive, you're not really doing anything. I guess you just saw in this game. I mean, given the fact that I was trying to get into a position fast, but the carrier fucked me out of it. I don't know why you would go for San Martin in a Roosevelt. But hey, he kind of cucked me out of position. At least I had an AA spec, kind of, so I could do something against him. I don't know how worth it was. I mean, we win the game, but could have been a win anyways, even if the guy doesn't go for me. Yeah. Do I like the ship? No, obviously not. Just like any other fucking new cruiser. Like Marseille was a nice little cruiser. Randomly they pulled out something that is actually worthwhile. It's balanced. It's ajouté à votre liste noire. Let's go. Don't feel weirded out by me putting the game on French. I thought it's funny, so we can read a bit of French, you know. Look, and there's even a French guy in the enemy team. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's like the cruiser. The cruiser is kind of like Raider Minnow in randoms. Why is Raider Minnow so nice in randoms for like really good players? Because it's hard to pull off. Because you have 0 armor. You get popped if you miss position. You die immediately to overmatch, even from cruisers. Improved pan angle cruisers are a big problem. Like lots of shit can fuck you up. But in return, you get like a ton of torpedoes. You get crazy DPM with really cracked AP if people show angle or give flap broadside. So it's some sort of rewarding trade-off. You get a very maneuverable stealthy ship with stealth radar, very good radar too, 10 km, longer duration than this. This shit only has 33 seconds with a radar mod and it's 9 km, so it's actually way worse than the minnow radar, which can be enhanced over 50 seconds and is stealth and 10 km with better DPM and obviously the fast fuse. And this ship here is like you don't feel rewarded for good playing well. Like the ship in terms of damage output is so much worse. It's like it plays around the fact that it lives long, so you can do shit for a very long time. And yeah, that's essentially it. Otherwise, you're not really doing shit in that thing. Yeah, my original point was that like Raider Minotaur only works really well in randoms because people in randoms show you flap broadside. They angle up, they misplay, but mainly they don't angle properly. The moment you play against people with hands, even Minotaur becomes pretty painful because what are you supposed to do? Like if the enemy ship perfectly angles, if the enemy plays well, stuff like a Druid, yeah, like Druid is a perfect example of this. Druid or Minnow have a hard time really fucking with people, and you gotta be even more creative than originally. So the same applies for this ship since it's AP only, right? Like the moment a ship is AP only, he's gonna spot him again, I think. The moment a ship is AP only, you kinda have to hope for misplays from the enemy side, kind of. It's not as simple with like Minnow, because you actually get such high DPM and good AP that you can fuck people even if they don't misplay. Like over time, you still get like some damage on them. But this ship here is way worse in that regard. Like you're not a fucking Raider Minotaur in terms of DPM. I mean, I guess a bit more penetration comes from this. So look at 10 km, I could Citadel him here randomly. But I gotta be careful about this. Funny Ramel in the channel. Guys, for example, this guy, like, he's pushing in, he's angling up. And then I eat a bunch of shit from his AP anyways, because I have 0 armor. But I also kind of misangled there a bit. For now, we're not really in... We don't really care for anything, because we have the heal, we have the F key, so we're just gonna pop that shit. And be done with it. There's a submarine on the flank and a DD on the flank. I don't know which way. Thrasher? No, it's a Shimmer, okay. But something like a Shimmer is hard to fight, honestly. If he... people tend to try and angle against this AP anyways, even though staying flat broadside sometimes is actually the play. Because overpens on this ship do like 0 damage. Because you literally don't fuse on flat broadside DDs. You have a hard time fusing on the fat ones like Elbing and Khabarovsk, which, for example, something like a Minotaur absolutely smashes on dumpsters. Like, you don't want to be flat broadside in a Elbing or a Minnow. An Elbing or a Khab against a Minnow. That's a really fucked engagement, for sure. This thing here, you can smash destroyers if they angle properly, but I mean that's a bit of a cringe situation when you have to hope for the perfectly correct angle to actually deal damage to them. Given the fact you also don't get as many chances to hit them, it's very unlikely you actually smash destroyers for free. Let's see what happens here. We're going to deal a bit of damage to the Gremlin. Main thing here is, again, even though I will try to shoot him as long as possible, even if he angles, just to get the F key. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I should have F keyed already. I'm stupid. Yeah, I should have F keyed here. Get the consumables up and running, and then use this opportunity. Look at the opportunity here. You can see. That's what I meant in the first game. You search for opportunities where you can just shoot people to get the F key ready, so then you can play the game. Like, even if I do 0 damage here, which I, by the way, do, it's like meaningless dog shit, 0 damage. He also DCP'd now. I can't follow up with any sort of fire. It's horrible. It's horrible. I mean, the arcs are better than Minnow, for what it's worth. I think before he leaves range, I can get the F key procced, maybe. I think also the F key doesn't work like the super ship F key on the battleships. Like, the super BBs work in mysterious ways where you just have to hit someone. In general. Like, wait, wrong. No, you don't have to hit him. You just have to hit or shoot in his general directions. Or direction, and you get your F key procced even if you miss by 3 kilometers. I think this F key requires actual hits. Yeah, I think it is what I said just now. Our sub is sub-surveilling this motherfucker. We're taking a little dump on his forehead here. Sadly, it's cruiser ASW, so it doesn't do shit. Ah, yeah, true. Good point, by the way. Wait. This guy's fled. Gotta punish this real quick. Well, that's a nice little donation. Wait a minute, what the? Hey, fuck off. He super healed too. Did the Balao blew up? Yeah, he blew up. I think the... Already pre-healed, it's whatever. I can immediately F key afterwards, get my heal on off cooldown again. Yeah, the F key also works for the DCP, by the way. Like, look. Now it's 8.5 seconds reload only. And this is actually pretty fun. I didn't know about that, or I didn't think about that. It's actually pretty fun because while your F key is up, since it has a very long duration, like the F key is on for what, 30 seconds or some shit. Yeah, you can get 3 or 4 DCPs off in that time. Like, if you're on fire, you DCP and then you get set on permafires again, you can unironically F key for that. And for the period of around, like, let's say, what is it, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, no one can really set a permafire on you. It's weird. It's really weird, but it's really effective. Essentially, it just means that the San Martin is really good at, or really good against HE spam cruisers. Like, an HE spam, I mean, it's good in the sense that it outlives them forever. Like, if you're having like some sort of, I don't know, Des Moines on a rock, I mean, you can't really damage him properly as you wish, but what you can do is, like, you can just tank his HE, get your F key procced on him over and over again, and he can't set you on permas or like multiple permas. Really, he can't really kill you in any case because of the stupid. Where is he coming out in his Yinon? Yeah. You can't really You can't really kill him. It's like impossible. I can't lob this anyway, so let's just grief the Marceau, I guess. Oh, okay, he's already dead. I didn't want to go in immediately because the Shema obviously from up here will torp me, or torp to me, so now I can go in though. Yeah. So what it essentially means with the gimmick package you got here, that's why I thought it was funny or interesting to play. It was interesting. It wasn't actually that funny. It was a bit funny. But it becomes stale very fast because you're just doing epic stare down moments. Like you can't kill the enemy can't kill you. What the fuck happens? Like nothing. It's stupid. You're not being rewarded for good play. Really. You're just like sitting there, and what you're rewarded with, if you play properly, is you're never dying. But like, is that really something you're interested in? I'm questioning. Can't get a kill today, huh? Unfortunate. What did I get? Soutien. Oh, that's Confederate. Soutien. See, this is very nice, man. Just put your game on French. Tip from me, like life hack, dude. Just put it on French so it's a bit more fun, you know. Sadly, they had a carrier, a Malta too, which is really good. Oh, Soutien from Gökhan too. Gökhan. Le Gökhan German Federation. Sadly, the carrier didn't go for me. The AA, I mean, that's the thing I said with the spec. I'd rather play it like, it's kind of the same logic as a Yodo. You're not really like that sort of carry cruiser anyway. You're not gonna murder people at all. You're not gonna solo carry, so it's kind of nice to get, or like I wouldn't play this ship unless I'm in a carrier division anyway, really. Like it's not a funny ship to play. I'd rather just go for a straight up Wooster. Like this is so pointless. You can just play Wooster, and if you play it properly, you get 10 times more damage. You get it 10 times easier. You can impact the game way easier, because obviously your DPM is better. You have HE. You can radar DDs in the same way, because you also have the same 9cam radar. The difference is, though, if you radar a DD and he's stuck in your radar, he's fucking dead. Because obviously the Wooster radar do be 10 years long. So you catch a destroyer, it's GG's. But yeah. This one here, I mean, I had lots of DDs just live for 10 years because, yeah, you don't kill it. Wait, how did I proc my... Oh, it's actually in there. Loots. Okay, now we can see funny AA, hopefully. I'm going in, I'm going in. Come on. Why is he dodging me? What is it? What is this? He's recalling, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Conqueror's already digging him a second asshole, which is pretty interesting. But I wanted to shoot down some planes. Hello? Come on. Ah. Puncus. What? Puncus patheticus. Interesting. I will cheese myself that kill now. Oh, I still have a stream open in the background. Lul. Never mind. He's not gonna randomly... Ah, fuck. Not gonna randomly DMCA sue me. French stream in the background, by the way. For French gaming. Le gamage. Le French gamage. Yeah, sadly I didn't get to fuck area planes here. Malta is slow planes, lots of HP, like long gets fucked by long range AA quite easily. Sadly I didn't get to shoot down planes. This one was better. The matchmaking suited me a bit. Very few battleships. Like we do au combat. Let's go next. Third game. Hopefully it's another good one. Yeah, but it suited me well because there were like barely any battleships. Oh, same here now, kind of. Only only two 380 BBs, but that doesn't really, I mean, that doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter if it's 380 or 406s. Both of them don't overmatch your deck, but all of them overmatch your side and nose. Like, your armor is really just tragic. Like, you don't really have armor. Not the carrier, though, which is pretty cool. I mean, at least you're some sort of invincible AA fortress. I mean, you're not 100% invincible, but because you have the heal, you can take some torpedo or bomb damage, and it's like really worthless for the carrier to go for it. I mean, a Yodo, yeah, you have like, I don't know, Yodo probably has better AA than San Martin, but Yodo also doesn't get the heal or the, like, San Martin is a bit more maneuverable than Yodo too. Like, San Martin actually kind of handles like a cruiser, like an elongated Wooster. Yodo is just a brick. So Hakuri or something still fucks you. But on this one here, because you heal the torpedo damage so well too, you're kind of like a completely useless target for carriers. Carriers have a hard time. I mean, they can deal damage to you, but not only do they lose a lot of planes, but the damage is just meaningless. You just heal it up. So that's kind of good. Other than that, I wouldn't personally grind for it. The Santander was a pretty good ship too. Santander on tier 9 is very nice with the heal gimmick. It's really strong on that tier because essentially no cruiser or DD on that tier can fuck with you. Battleships also have a hard-ish time because there's obviously a big power spike between tier 9 and 10 BBs or even super BBs that you meet more often in San Martin. Yeah, but Santander with the radar and the gimmick was pretty nice. Also, 2 turrets in the front was pretty good. 360 turrets. The only thing that I found weird is that the Santander gets pretty large conceal. It's like over 10, 10-3 or something, I remember. And this one here gets 9-1 randomly. So, yeah, that's kind of a weird concealment decrease. But that's the general trend these days with tier 10 tech trees, that the tier 10 is just miles better because they want them. They want people to buy early access, they want people to free XP, they want you to not have fun and I mean, I spot him out, but I don't... Yeah, I spot him out, but I don't really get to deal damage here. Nah. Like, this is the thing, like, your reload isn't really nice. 10 km radar range with Minnow, I would have radared him still. I would have probably done around, like, at least 8-9k, if not more. So, like, it's just awkward to play with this AP against destroyers, honestly, because it never fuses, really. Very specific angles have to be taken by the destroyer for you to fuse. I don't know if I wait here, if I go for the Z46. Thing is, though, I just used my radar for the Yamagiri. And then I don't have Hydro, so... a bit awkward. The guy torped me only, which is really bad for him, because there's currently a Zorki running into his mouth, and he didn't get torps. He didn't keep torps. I don't know what the fuck's happening on the other side. It looks hilariously spastic. We're just waiting here now. I mean, our Zorki is gonna run it in there. And I want to reverse for the Borg. Get my F key proc. See, like, this is the thing, again, from the first game. You have to look at the minimap and search for targets that are about to come into your range. Or are in your range and will be perma-spotted. And that you can shoot for multiple salvos in a row. 4 or 5 salvos are definitely needed. It's like 30 seconds. You gotta get like 30 seconds. So if he turns away now, I'm fucked, by the way. I'm just saying. Is he full turning? There's no way he's full turning. Eh? And your... I think your arcs are better than the Wooster one, which is actually a problem with such a cruiser. It's actually dog shit. Like, you'd rather prefer a cruiser like Wooster to have shit arcs. I mean, hull like Wooster to have shit arcs. Because what you can do then is you can lob islands. Now I'm sitting here and I'm fucked because at 10 km I can't lob this person, so I gotta reverse. I broadside out. I mean, it's okay-ish because he's completely and utterly locked into a battle to death with the Zorki. Like here my DPM is actually pretty okay. I mean, he's giving flat broadside 32mm armor. Okay, that's a... fairly weird situation here. Oh. Like, okay. This is a weird one at that. I mean, I can't deal with him anyway, so I have to kill this. Wait, we were F-keying here immediately. Gotta remember this. You really gotta like play the ship a bit in a row to get used to the gimmick rotations and shit. I don't want a radar. I will kite out to the 10 line, because if I go towards this side, the Smolly will maybe farm me from the middle there. It would be pretty sketch. Both my DDs kill themselves. Rapid speeds. The guy just sitting in the smoke? Looks like it. This is proper bullshit. Completely alone on this side. The other side has to win now, forcefully. Okay, well, he's running into my mouth, effectively killing me in 2 seconds now, probably. Gotta get my F key procced real fast, which I will, by the way, so it's fine, I guess. There's like this is a disaster for me in terms of what kind of engagement this is. Okay. I will pull a heal now, because he's already going to shoot me. I will immediately F key after, and then I will get another heal, and yeah, so on, so on. So now we will F key the DCP2, so I can't be set on permas. Look, I have a double perma. Now I have a double fire again. I can DCP it again. So this Smolly is not really doing additional damage through fires on me, which is really good, really good. And I get the heal off, I think. He already reload boosted, so I should get the heal off. Cockroach heal is on again. Funny, I hope he doesn't get a heal off. I want to kill him now. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we have cockroach heal running. Now I gotta get my DCP up, I get my F key up again. You got some fuses, but still 5 overpans. Now you only do overpans, as you can see, so it's like 0 damage. Look at how long it takes me to kill this guy. He's turning flat broadside in front of me. Now I fuse again, so it's easier. Hope I can get my F key on this guy. Going to dodge though. I will full turn in, so I think I can dodge the Z twerps like this. I'm not 100% sure. By the way, I can dodge them like this. Okay. The F key is oh nice, we said a little. You can't kill me anymore. I got F key. Okay, I gotta stop shooting. There you go. Oh well, that was an interesting engagement, to say the least. My last heal is out. Fuck it. Let's just heal it. I think it's max healing potential anyways, and the thing is with those cruisers, by the way, you shouldn't stay around 10 to 15k HP or something with a lot of heal potential, because that's an amount of HP that a battleship could randomly remove from you. As you saw, the board got 15 to 20k hits. I think one hit was like nearly 20k, because I don't have armor. So you definitely don't want to risk getting one shot and then you can't heal at all, so that's fucked. Otherwise, yeah. That was an interesting engagement for sure. I mean, these people just inted into me, like the Smolly and the Z were just free kills afterwards. The Borg luckily was damaged enough and also used his back turret. Like, that's the thing. If he, honestly, like, this is the thing with this ship, by the way. Why does it work half decent? You just saw why. because the Borg angles up for back turret and I can actually get decent amount of damage with improved pen angles and AP only. If he goes perfectly nose in and half his ship is his fucking nose in turrets anyway and I have to aim for superstructure, I do like 1 to 1.5k at best per salvo. And even if I go through all 3 heals, I'm not gonna fucking magically kill him. Also, the next issue is, if I angle up to torpedo and he gets a volley, he just 20k's me again because I don't have armor. So yeah, it's like, these kind of games are not really showing that the ship is good or viable or anything. These kind of games just show that the ship is tragic. You have to hope that the enemy team is a fucking, like, big pile of fucking apes. Merci. Merci. Well, at least, this is big, by the way. I mean, we won the game by killing all these 3 people, or those 3 people killed the game for themselves, lost the game for themselves by dying, because I can just, I stayed alive, so I get the cap here, which is big. If I don't stay alive, I can't cap. You can see there's no one from my team ever touching this cap again, so theoretically, if they all int, we could still lose. But hey. Raider at least gives you the opportunity to Raider back the destroyer the moment you're spotted, so that's why I'm like running it in, because if he spots me, and he may have torped that gap, I'm just chancing it. I think he could be sitting in the... okay. We're running it again. He was angled and I still did only overpans, dude. Oh, this is dumb as shit, dude, I swear. I might actually be unable to kill him. Yeah, I am unable to kill him. Look, now he's angling up, so maybe I get full view. Yeah, now I get 2 full penetrations. They angle, you do 0 damage. Or like, they angle fully, you do 0 damage. They give flat broadside, you do 0 damage. Holy shit, man, this thing is a fucking atrocity, dude. Cruisers these days are just a fucking actual pile of shit. Hilarious. You have to hope that the enemy BB monkey is an absolute int shitfield. Oh wait, I can get my radar off cooldown. I don't need my F key for the heal anyways. I'm running at the Haaland and their base cap. I want to get this fucking game over as fast as possible. I mean, that's kind of fun. That's, by the way, the radar duration isn't as long, because if you had like 50-second radar and your cooldown would be that fast, you'd had like 4 perma raiders, 5 perma. If you run super nearly like 5 perma raiders, you could raider for nearly 5 minutes on end with like only 20, 25, 30 seconds cooldown in between. Would be hilarious. Would actually be hilarious. But we can't have nice things in World of Warships on cruisers. There you go. Next DD is running it into me. Maybe this time I actually get a bunch more damage because it's a Haaland. Thing's actually fat as fuck. I don't know why he's gunboating me. He's rather dying again to teammates than me, which is super cool. Yes, yes, yes. Give flat broadside to my boys. I can't get the fucking kill. Piss off. You're doing 0 damage to these people. Radar Minnow would have killed that guy 10 years ago. Same with the other DDs, dude. Holy shit. It's fucking absolute garbage. It's actual fucking garbage. Oh wait, there's a Minotaur. Never mind. I want to shoot that. No! Game is over, dude. I could have had a fucking flat broadside Minotaur. These people were inting. Inting, dude. I mean, what you end up getting a lot, by the way, if you want to fucfucking grind that for whatever reason you want to grind dreadnoughts, you want to get like the most amount of dreadnoughts on EU server. Dreadnought. Fett darum heroic. That one you end up getting a lot. It's pretty obvious with the heal, the cockroach heal. Actually, we got 3k base because of the cap. I think I did lots of damage to destroyers. I killed a Z, did lots, yeah, it's the destroyers that did it, and a Smolensk full one. So that was actually a pretty good game, given the fact that the enemy team's players were kind of suicidal. Should you get San Martin? I don't know. I mean, if you have every single tier 10, then grind it too. Kind of interesting for 5 games. Then you understand that the ship has like very limited ways of fucking people, which is sad, honestly, which is really sad. Yeah, as I said, it's interesting with the heal for a bit, and then it gets stale very, very fast. It's a great, as I said, like, it's a great ship for a carrier division if you want to grief people, because enemy carrier does not only lose planes, but also doesn't really do meaningful damage on it, or like can just heal it. Other than this, I don't really like it. I think the moment the enemy team has hands, I get so frustrated in such a cruiser that I don't really want to play it. Because I'm essentially every game I'm just scared that there's a half decent player in a battleship in the enemy team. With I mean, it overmatches me anyways. If it's 30mm overmatch, there's literally 0 armor on my ship, so he just angles and blows me up over and over again. And this is kind of the idea, I guess, Wargaming has about cruisers. Cruisers should 100% be unable to fuck battleships. This cruiser here has very limited DPM, it's AP only, you can't set fires. So what you can't do is kill battleships effectively, but the battleships can still point and click you for lots of damage, actually more damage than on other cruisers, because you now get to cockroach heal. So they get the satisfaction of point and clicking you for 20, 30, 40k, lots more. And yeah, essentially like the Spanish cruiser line sounds the same. Yodo is the same. Yodo doesn't have the DPM or the arcs for long range BB burning or cooking. The torpedoes are shit, like BB spot them without hydro. The new Spanish line had an F key that could citadel battleships if they actually fucking misplayed at long ranges. You could citadel battleships at like 15 km easy and punch them. But that was obviously illegal because BB Monkey gets frustrated when cruiser actually deals damage. So this is the kind of cruiser we get. Actual bullshit cruiser that sits around with AA and a radar, does a bit of damage, and cockroach heals through battleships, but doesn't deal damage to them in return. So I guess if the team doesn't remove the battleship while you're tanking it, you're kind of fucked and shit out of luck. Yeah, that's it. San Martin, I don't know. It's another great addition in battleship versus cruiser interactions that Wargaming did the past 1 to 2 years. Anyways, I'm out and see you in the next video.